Remember the Pepe craze? We all saw it. An unassuming green frog meme that turned early investors into overnight millionaires. It was wild, life-changing stuff. But what if that was just the warm-up act? What if the next evolution of Memecoins is already here? One that has that same explosive viral potential, but is actually being built with a long-term, sustainable ecosystem in mind. That's what we're talking about today. There's a new project called Pepeto, and it's got a lot of smart people talking. We're going to break down what it is, why it's turning heads, and why it might just be the most interesting memecoin opportunity heading into 2025. This isn't just about catching a quick pump. This is about understanding where the memecoin narrative is headed next. And for anyone paying attention, the timing couldn't be better. Section 1. The Great Capital Rotation of 2025. So, to really get what's happening here, we need to look at the bigger picture of the crypto market. As we're moving through 2025, a familiar pattern is playing out. Bitcoin has been hitting a wall, fighting to break past its old all-time highs. And when the king stalls, where does all that money and excitement go? It flows downhill into the altcoin market, and a whole lot of it floods into the high-risk, high-reward world of memecoins. We've all seen this movie before, with Doge, with Shiba Inu, and of course with Pepe. These weren't just tokens, they were cultural phenomenons that made millionaires. But let's be real, trying to get a 100x return on those coins today is a long shot. Their stories are told, their market caps are huge, and the biggest gains are in the rearview mirror. The market is now flooded with thousands of copycats, all promising the moon and delivering a whole lot of nothing. But here's the thing. Investors are getting smarter. They're not looking for another echo. They're hunting for the next evolution. A project with the viral DNA of the past, but a real foundation for the future. Section 2. The core problem. A market built on hype. And that gets us to the elephant in the room. The biggest fear for any memecoin investor is getting dumped on. It's the fear of being someone else's exit liquidity, of pouring your money into a project with a funny logo that's actually a ghost town. Most memecoins are built on nothing but pure, unsustainable hype. They pump, you get a shot of adrenaline, and then they fade away, leaving a trail of wrecked portfolios. It's the classic rug pull anxiety. Even Pepe, the king of the last cycle, shot to the moon almost entirely on the power of its meme. It was a cultural masterpiece, but it didn't launch with a deep functional ecosystem. Its value was perception. Its utility was the story itself. That model is amazing for short-term fireworks, but it leaves long-term holders holding the bag, asking, now what? The market has been screaming for a project that can answer that question. One that can take all that chaotic meme energy and build something that actually lasts. Section 3. The Solution. Pepeto's Origin and the Power of Narrative. This is where the story gets really interesting. Enter Pepeto. The first thing to know is that Pepeto isn't just dropping a token, it's launching a legend. And you have to admit, the story they're telling is a brilliant piece of marketing. The legend goes that Pepeto was born from a conflict within the original Pepe team. The story being told is that one of the co-founders was pushed out right before Pepe went nuclear. While the name Pepe made history, all that was left of this co-founder's original vision were two letters from the name T and O. Those two letters, according to this legend, became the heart of Pepeto. See what they did there? It's not just a coin. It's framed as a redemption arc, a comeback story to reclaim a legacy and build the ecosystem that was never realized. That kind of story is marketing gold. It instantly connects with the huge Pepe community while carving out its own identity. It uses the frog meme, an icon that crypto culture and even guys like Elon Musk still can't get enough of. But Pepeto isn't just banking on a good story. It's using that narrative as a Trojan horse to deliver what the market is actually starving for. A memecoin with a real, functional, and sustainable ecosystem. Section 4. The Deep Dive. An ecosystem built for the future. And this is where Pepeto starts to seriously separate itself from the pack. While everyone else is chasing hype, Pepeto's roadmap is focused on building. They are developing a full-blown ecosystem designed to be the go-to hub for memecoin culture. First up on the roadmap is a dedicated meme coin exchange. Think about it. An exchange built by the culture, for the culture. This would not only create a home for memecoin traders, but also promises zero-fee token swaps. That's a huge deal for active traders. A live demo of this exchange has already been shown to the community, which is a promising sign. Next, they're planning cross-chain bridges. Anyone in crypto knows the pain of moving assets between blockchains. It's clunky and expensive. Pepeto's solution aims to make it seamless, giving you the freedom to move your tokens where they most useful without getting stuck on one network. All of this is planned to be powered by EVM Layer 2 support. That sounds technical, but what it means for you is simple. Fast, cheap transactions. No more paying insane gas fees on Ethereum for a simple swap. This makes the whole ecosystem usable and scalable. But here's the feature that really answers the why should I hold question: the staking and reward system. The project is advertising some wild potential returns for stakers, with promotional materials suggesting an APY of over 255% and even up to 400%. This is a powerful incentive to hold long-term and directly fights the pump-and-dump mentality. And it seems to be working, with claims that over 32 trillion tokens have already been staked. Finally, the long-term vision includes full DeFi integration. The goal is for the PTO token to be used as collateral on DeFi platforms, turning it from just a meme into a productive financial asset that works for you. Section 5. Credibility, Community, and Tokenomics. I know what you're thinking. A great story and a roadmap are one thing, but trust is everything. How do we know this project will stick around? This is where you have to do your own homework. The project claims to have undergone security audits from 2 firms, Solid Proof and CoinSult. This would be a massive green flag, but as of right now, we're waiting for those audit reports to be made public on their site. So, rule number 1, look for direct links to those audits before making any moves. Second, the community is blowing up. A project is nothing without its people, and Pepeto has gathered tens of thousands of members across its social platforms. That kind of organic growth is a strong signal that the story and the vision are resonating with people. Third, the tokenomics seem built for the long haul. The total supply is 420 trillion tokens, a clear nod to Pepe. According to their pre-sale documents, the distribution makes sense. 30% for the pre-sale, 30% for staking rewards to incentivize holders, 20% for marketing, and the rest for development and liquidity. This doesn't look like the setup for a quick flip. It looks like a blueprint for an ecosystem. Do your own research. Look, that's a lot to digest, and as always, I'm not here to tell you to buy this token. I'm here to tell you to pay attention to it. I'll drop the links to their official pre-sale website, Twitter, and Telegram in the description. Go read their white paper, check out the community buzz for yourself, and decide if this makes sense for you. Section 6. The 100x opportunity for 2025. So let's talk about the big question, the speculative upside. We have a project in its early pre-sale phase, which is historically where the biggest returns are made. The entry price is still incredibly low, recently sitting at about $143. When you put it all together, the viral story, the roadmap full of actual utility, the transparent tokenomics, and the early entry point, you can see why people are excited. Now, this is pure speculation, so let's be crystal clear. But if Pepeto delivers on its promises and manages to capture even a fraction of Memecoins' market cap, the potential returns for pre-sale investors are staggering. We're talking about the possibility of 100x gains. It's the kind of asymmetric bet that crypto investors dream about, where a small investment could, theoretically, lead to a massive outcome. In a sea of forgettable frog memes, Pepeto is trying to be something different. It is making a bet that a memecoin can be more than a joke, that it can be a culture, an ecosystem, and a serious investment opportunity. By mixing a killer story with a foundation of real utility, Pepeto isn't just trying to ride the 2025 Memecoin wave. It's positioning itself to lead it. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is Pepeto the real deal, or just another pretender to the throne? Are you adding it to your watch list? If you got any value from this video, do me a solid and smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Disclaimer. And of course I have to say this. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. All investing, especially in cryptocurrencies and memecoins, involves a high level of risk. You should never invest more than you are willing to lose. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Always conduct your own thorough research before making any investment decisions.